Awesome. We are live. Welcome to Beyond Cancer with Marina Blackford. I'm your host, Marina, and this is our first live for February. So I'm so excited. I'll give time for some people to hop on. But if you are listening back to this, thank you for listening. I think you will get something out of this. You have probably found me because you were looking up chemo tips, cancer tips, breast cancer surgery, any of that. And you found me. Yay, you found me. So welcome to my corner of the internet. This is my channel, Marina Blackford. I'm a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and I'm here to pay forward all the tips for you on your cancer journey. I'd love to see the first comment, and I'd love to have you comment if you're watching live. Please feel free to ask questions and just share anything that's going on with you on your cancer journey. I'd love to know where you are at on your cancer journey. So I am 3 years, almost 4 years out from my last treatment now that it's 2025. That's crazy. So I had breast cancer at the age of 31, triple negative, did chemo, did a double mastectomy and breast reconstruction. And I went on to run the Boston Marathon 1 year after starting chemo. It was my dream come true. Incredible that I could do it. So that's my story. I would have my son and daughter, and at the end of 2020, in the middle of a pandemic, first comment on Crystal, you get the praise. In the middle of a pandemic with a 2-year-old and a newborn, I found another lump under my armpit on the side of my breast reconstruction. And I knew once I felt it that that lump shouldn't be there. I called my oncology team as soon as I could and got in for an ultrasound. And I had a recurrence of triple negative breast cancer at 5 years. At that time, they weren't doing things like you don't do tamoxifen or what they call AI, aromatase inhibitors, after triple negative because it's not hormone fed. But now they often have patients doing Keytruda. So that's not something I did between those 5 years. And I'm not on it now, just to be clear. But I did do chemo again. I did 15 chemo and another lumpectomy. And here I am, a 2-time breast cancer survivor, telling you that there is life not just after cancer. I truly believe that there's life during cancer. It's going to look different. It's not going to be easy, but it's your right to live a life that you love, despite this word cancer. And that's what it is. Cancer is a word. It is not a sentence. It is not cancer, period, the end. It is something that you are taking care of, that you are going to get through one day at a time. And the greatest gift is that you are here breathing right now and that you are here for a reason. I truly believe that. So, all right, comments are coming on, and I'm so happy. I love interacting with the live. So Crystal G was our first comment. Good morning, longtime subscriber. I love seeing you. I love seeing all the subscribers. You can feel the love in these chats. Lori West, I love hearing from you. She says, hey, Marina, I caught you on live stream again. Yay, always brightens my day. Lori has shared so many wins as far as changing how she's eating and moving more and just feeling really good after cancer. And I love hearing from you, Lori. Kathy says, hi, glad to watch your live chat. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Let's get an update from someone. Crystal G, I just finished my second cycle of Xeloda. That starts with an X. Xeloda is like, I think it's considered like a chemo pill, if I'm correct in that kind of thinking. So far, no serious side effects, just some fatigue. Oh, that's good to hear, Crystal. Do you mind sharing how long you'll need to be on that? Is it 6 months? Just curious. Beth Williams says, hello, thankful for your program. So helpful. Yay. I love that you say that for your program. It feels like a show and you're on it, Beth. Thank you. Please subscribe. I'll say that because then you do get notifications for when I go live. I go live twice a month. And I think it just is really fun to connect with you guys. It's my favorite thing. It doesn't help me in any way I don't know if that makes sense. It doesn't help me monetarily really, to be honest. But I love it. I wouldn't keep doing YouTube if I didn't do the lives. So I'm looking at ways to help people in other ways. I've thought about it for a while, and I probably will be creating some very specific, like, courses that could help you guys. If you don't know, I am a runner. I also ran the New York City Marathon last year on behalf of a breast cancer nonprofit. And it was the best race I've ever done because I ran it as a two-time survivor. My last marathon, Boston, was 8 years before. And to get back to a training after having cancer, it was just, it made me feel alive. It was really cool. Very tiring, not easy, but incredible experience. So I am thinking about creating certain courses like, running after chemo, like how to get you guys started on that, and just very specific things. So if you subscribe, then there'll be a great way to keep up with some stuff I'll be releasing and helping you guys with. All right. Back to you a little here. So let's see. Sandra. Hi, it's Sandra from Arizona. Yay. Getting ready to go to chemo. Oh, hi, Sandra. It's such a beautiful day. I hope you get a spot near a window where we are in Arizona. It's typically very sunny and the sunshine is just, I feel like it's uplifting. So I hope that for you today. Drink your water, Sandra. Lots of water. Um, she also says, a little disappointed my tumor has not shrunk yet after 9 rounds. I would be disappointed too. And how do they know? Do they just feel? Do they just do that? Or are they checking with an ultrasound? Um, it, don't be discouraged yet, right? I'm just curious how they're checking. Um, there's a possibility they might change chemo. I don't know what your oncologist is doing, but thank you for sharing. All right. Lori says, I'm on an anastrozole and had triple negative breast cancer, but I also had DCIS attached to it. So that was 5% estrogen positive. Oh my gosh. I think my mom was in the same boat as you, Lori. The possibility of it coming back is a definite fear that creeps in. I'm so glad you mentioned that too. That's something that I'm just, thank you. Thank you for saying something that's probably on a lot of our minds as cancer survivors. The statistics, the treatment, the what ifs. And to be honest, Lori, right, none of us really know what could happen. None of us were probably expecting in the first place. Only like, what is it? Um, I want to be correct here. I believe it's like only I'll just say I'll throw out a higher number. 10% of breast cancers are genetic, so the rest are not. So what does that mean for the rest of us? You know, I don't like to overanalyze the what I should have done because we can't go back and change the past. So I like to empower you with what you're doing. And if I know you, Lori, I know you're doing things because I know you've looked at how you could eat better and how you could move more. And I would say stay faithful in what you're doing, stay faithful in your treatment. And that fear, I mean, that's part of being human, but we're not going to let it anchor. Fear does not belong in your heart. God made you for a reason. You wouldn't be here otherwise, really, truly. So thank you for sharing that. All right. Let's see what, and then Lori, I'll continue on that. 2 years, 2 weeks since my last chemo, and I did a ponytail the other day. Finally, all caps. Oh, this is the space, guys. You can share these things with survivors. That's why you're on the live, or that's why you're listening back to it, because we want to celebrate you. It was short and really curly, but it was a ponytail. You're gonna make me cry. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. I know the feeling. I know. And I always go back and forth since growing out my hair, whether I want it to like grow long. It hasn't been long in like 10 years since the first time I lost it. Or I want to keep it short. It's just past my shoulders now. So this is long, right? I've had it at my shoulders and that was fun. As long as I can put it in a low ponytail, like some little ponytail, Lori, because I do like to run and I need to be able to pull it back. So I know what you mean. I've had the little nub ponytail. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, Sybil says, "Hi, good afternoon, Marina. So happy to catch the live today, and hi, everyone." Little heart eyes and prayer hands. I love that. Thank you, Sybil. Um, Crystal G, it is a chemo pill. So she's talking about Zoletta. I will be on for 6 cycles. One cycle of 3 weeks. 2 weeks, I take 160 milligrams twice a day. 1 week of rest. Okay, so it's a cycle. Okay, 6 cycles, and those cycle every 3 weeks. So she takes it for 2 weeks and gets a week of rest. Wow. Okay, very interesting. Good to know. Thank you so much. Um, so that would take what? That takes like 4 or 5 months, something like that. Um, I imagine it could still feel like like chemo, right? Like an infusion almost, but with the convenience of it being a pill. Um, just I know you're not asking for this. So anyways, I'm just thinking of you. I would say just keep doing the things that probably made you feel better during chemo. I thought of this the other day just so you guys know. I'll have to backtrack and talk about all of it, but hydrating, I've always preached how important that is. I do believe in that. Get really good quality water. I have an RO system in my house. If you don't have an RO system, I have something linked on my Amazon store that's a great water filtration system, or buy spring water, something like that to have at home, or electrolyte water or alkaline water. Okay. So, drinking water for me sometimes, I notice that I don't always drink as much as I could or should, however you want to look at it. But I do like adding electrolyte powder to my water sometimes. And I'll tell you what, I add that electrolyte powder and I will drink that water so fast. So, I use a powder that has no added sugar. We don't want to add sugar in, especially during treatment if we don't need to, okay? Just because it's not about it causing cancer, it's just about it not helping your immune system. So I use a product called Real Hydration. I've linked it on my Amazon store because it's available there now, but I'm such a fan of it. It just tastes really good, but it's a strawberry lemonade flavor, no added sugar. Um, and I just drink so much more water when I add something like that. You can also go more natural. This morning, I did just a squeeze of lemon and apple cider, right? It's supposed to be very balancing for our gut. It's just tastier than water sometimes. So that's a little hydration tip if I haven't talked about that in a while. And I really encourage you guys, if you're on the cancer journey or after and trying to get healthy, please look at my Amazon store because there are so many links there of things that have helped me through treatment or, be healthy after. After includes things like things that I might use for walking or running, or some of my kitchen favorites. I update that list all the time. So take a look. Things that can chop your vegetables quickly, walking or running if you want to add in like a weighted vest or some wristbands. And then including that electrolyte powder is on there. All right. Sandra said they do an ultrasound. Thank you for sharing, Sandra. So she said it's not shrinking. Her tumor's not shrinking during chemo, and they're checking via ultrasound. Um, have they told you what that means? Is there anything to that? I don't know, Sandra. You can share if you'd like. All right. Lori says, when the fear creeps in, especially at mammogram time, I just keep remembering that I kicked it before and I'm healthier now than I was then. Yes, that's so true, Lori. Um, there's the statistics are very good. If you've had a tumor and you have been through treatment for your cancer not returning, they typically really, really are. If you're not a statistics person, I think you could be of a faith mindset too. I'm just happy. I'm happy that you're getting checked, and it's not easy going to get our screenings done. It's just not sometimes. Meditation can help. I love writing or creating during appointments. I did that actively during chemo. You guys might have seen, like did coloring. It was on my iPad. I don't care. It counts. Um, Writing. I've done a lot of writing. I did a lot of video editing at my doctor's appointments, and that would get me out of an anxiety mindset. The creative mind is shown to just like get rid of the anxiety mind. So any opportunity you have to do puzzles, knit, color, create something, um, while you're at your appointments, it can really help with anxiety. So, all right. Mafanta, hello. Good to hear from you. Yesterday, my oncology told me my chemo is working very well. Oh, love to hear that after 7 rounds. Good for you. That's great news. Lori says, I think my hair length will be where I want it when I turn 60 next January. Oh, throw a party, Lori. Using biotin products, getting the ends trimmed every 6 weeks or so. Already have a photo shoot booked for that birthday. Yay. That's it, guys. Celebrate your life. Like you deserve it. If you are in treatment, out of treatment, celebrate the milestones like a birthday, growing your hair, I love that. Lori, what an awesome thing to share. She has a photo shoot booked for that birthday. Go you. I hope they have a big, like 60 balloon and stuff. And she's taking action. So if you guys want another way to help get rid of fear, get rid of anxiety, you need to take action. We can't just sit and wait for it to go away on its own. We have to do something different. So she's taken action with using a product that's been shown to help hair growth, biotin. Um, and I love products like that too. I do collagen in my coffees sometimes, not every day. Collagen peptides. I also use rosemary oil and I massage my scalp. I give it some love. And I use a red light therapy hat. It's linked here on my channel. It's an amazing product, a little bit pricier, but it helps with migraines and it helps with hair growth. So, but the action, taking the action is what's going to help you feel better. Oh, and I love this. Lori also says the lash serum and mascara you suggested worked great. Vital Proteins unflavored collagen powder. Also love using it for my extra protein. Same, Lori. This is for you women. This is for all you women out there that are like 40 plus, right? Or post treatment, it might be menopausal. You should be increasing your protein because it supports your body. You'll have more energy and be less hungry for junk food when you get enough protein. I had the opportunity to speak at a woman's lunch the other day here local in Phoenix area, and they wanted a breast cancer speaker. And this is so awesome. So I'm trying to get tapped into a physical community too. And there was questions that came up. And one of the questions that came up was, do we avoid sugar? Does it cause cancer? And I like to think of this question this way. I I like to take my mind to what I can control because that feels so much more empowering. And that's my goal for you guys. I want you to feel empowered on this journey. That's why you're here listening to this live. So the sugar. We all probably know we shouldn't be eating a lot of sugar, okay? Like you should keep your sweet treats minimal. You probably shouldn't be having a ton of soda every day. And we just know that. I think down deep you probably know that. But here's what I like to do is I like to focus on, well, what should I be doing? You should be increasing the colors in your diet that come from beautiful healthy foods. So you should be looking at anywhere that you can add in fruits and vegetables. I love fresh seasonal fruit. I start most of my mornings with blueberries. I love them. And then vegetables, anywhere that you can add in some vegetables. Right now, I have a bunch of colorful peppers. I shared a short on my channel this morning. So good. I put red peppers and spinach in with my egg whites this morning. So good. Anywhere you can add in more color. You can buy frozen vegetables. You can buy frozen fruit. I mean, it's there for you guys. If you're not good at getting it in, try smoothies and try a broth based soup. Like your classic chicken noodle soup. Incorporate veggie broth anywhere you can. I'm excited to start doing that with my quinoa. I'm going to start to cook my quinoa and veggie broth. So just any areas that you could increase fruits, vegetables, fiber, whole grain. When you increase any of that, and including the protein we're talking about, Lori, you will naturally be less hungry for the sweet treats. You just won't be as hungry. You'll be full. And then it starts to fall away. You don't need to fill with processed foods or foods that are just not filling you up, like a lot of cookies. Do I eat sweet treats? I do. I'm just very mindful of not buying products with added sugar. I sweeten all my yogurt that I buy plain Greek yogurt with honey. I sweeten my oatmeal with organic maple syrup. I sweeten our smoothies for the kids and I with some agave. I mean, I use a little bit of it. I just do, but it's the added sugar. Don't put a lot. Avoid the cane sugar. Just try to incorporate some healthy practices, and naturally those other things kind of just diminish. So if we think of life as like, I can't have sugar, that doesn't sound fun. But if we think of life of what can I do a little better, then naturally those other habits will become less. I really believe in it. Try it. Let me know how it works for you. Crystal G, 6 cycles is 4.5 months. Thanks for the math, Crystal. I was like, let me do that. Did you see if you can watch me on video, my brain was like, 3 cycles of 18. 18 weeks. Okay, 4.5 months. Um, May 2nd will be my last dose. So exciting. That will be the official last day of cancer treatments. I can't wait. I can't wait for you. I really, really hope that we talk about this in May, that this is like makes it to the live that we can celebrate. But maybe you should find a way for you to celebrate too in some fashion. I am so excited for you, Crystal. And then when you're in it, guys, this stuff, it's your whole world, and feeling ick from things that you have to take to minimize your risk for cancer returning, it sucks. It sucks. I hate feeling nauseous. It's awful. Um, do all the little tips I have here on my channel. Do the medication if you need to help that the doctor can offer. And just know that this is like this big a picture. Like you could have so much more life after this. There could be just like 30 plus years after this. There really, truly can be. So just one day at a time, one day at a time. And someday you're gonna look back on it, just like a lot of us. Lori says, I'll listen for the answer to this. Is there a way that we can chat with you one-on-one? I'm an admin for a Facebook support group and working on things for this year, product suggestions to share. Yes, absolutely, Lori. Feel free to shoot me an email. My email is info@marinablackford.com, and let's connect there. I'd love to help. I'd love to help. All right. And I love that you're an admin for Facebook support group. It's a way of feeling like you're giving back, right? That's awesome. Esme Rose diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer in December, TCHP chemo infusions every 3 weeks till mid-May. One down. I have to go. Here we go. Here we go. Starting to lose my hair now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes. Grateful to have found Marina and the sisterhood. Yay. I'm so happy you're here. Oh, losing the hair can be like really irritating to the scalp. I hate that feeling. It's like this prickly feeling. I have a chemo hair loss video. You guys can watch that. That's the last time I lost my hair. So I feel for you as M Rose. I'm so happy you're here. And one down is success. You got this. Keep coming back to the lives. Update us how you're doing. And please ask any questions you have. Nicole, organic fruit and veggies have way less pesticides. I have found this helped, something I can control in my journey. Yes, I love it. There are lists, right? The dirty dozen. Those are the produce that you always want to buy organic. On that list is blueberry. And I was so excited at my local grocery store, which is like the Kroger line of grocery stores, Fry's. The organic blueberries were on sale. Big thing of them. Otherwise, wash your fruits and vegetables always. I usually put mine into a big bowl with water and vinegar. Not a lot, like splash of vinegar, and you let it sit. And then you're gonna, drain it into a mesh strainer and rinse it really well. I do that for all of our blueberries, our strawberries, our grapes, anything like that, right? I don't buy organic bananas or avocado because they have peels. We enjoy those as is. And those peppers this morning I just washed because I'm pretty sure those were not organic, but you should just wash your fruits and vegetables anyways. And organic, as much as I want to believe it's doing a great job for us, I never know sometimes, you never know. So just go ahead and wash your stuff. But I love hearing about the fruits and veggies. Oh, yes. And I like this. Mafanta has a question. I add honey to my green tea. Is it okay? I feel it's okay. I like a little bit of honey in my green tea. So, I mean, there's a lot worse things you could be drinking, but green tea is great. If you can buy organic green tea, it is better. It's less risk for having like um pesticides. There's another word for it, like not microorganisms, but is the less it's gonna be healthier for you if you can get organic green tea because it is a produce, right? It has like leaves. So honey, there is science that backs that honey can be anti-breast cancer. Not just any honey, but I believe it's like, Manuka honey for sure is supposed to be very good at being antibacterial and anti-inflammatory. Manuka honey is really expensive though. So it's something to consider. But I believe it's another kind of honey too. But I love honey. To not ramble on about the honey. So that's the bugs made it, God made it, Imma eat it. Jessalyn, love your channel and all your tips. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, guys. Wow. So much support here, so much love here. I can feel that by you guys feeling supported, by you asking questions. Um, this is it. If today's topic had a theme, I'm going to claim it as love because February feels like a love month with Valentine's. I want to send you love wherever you are at on your journey. Um, it starts with yourself. You have to love yourself through this. And it's hard to do when you feel like there's things you should have done different or there's things you could do better. That's living in the past. That's living in the future. And I don't want you guys to live there. I want you to live here now. What can you do for yourself today? That's what my videos and tips are all about. How can we help you today on your cancer journey? If you're in chemo, there's things you can do. If you're in radiation, there's things you can do. It's crazy, guys. I lived it. I vlogged it, and I almost forget it. That's how much we can start to put it behind us eventually. You really can. The only thing I have to work on now is what I can control, all the things I told you. And I do get the guilt sometimes of like, gosh, I could be eating better. And then I just ramp it back up again. It is what it is. Um, Keep it simple. I talked about this on one of my lives. I need to hear that sometimes with like cooking. I'm like, oh, what do I do? You know what? I'm just making some chicken and peppers later. I'm just throwing it all on a baking sheet, and that's what it is. Make some quinoa and just gonna eat that for a couple days until I get sick of it. I put hot sauce on things. I don't know, guys. I just try to keep it simple. If you feel like you don't have a lot of time, you probably have more time than you realize, and make that time. That's that might be what cancer's telling you. Cancer might be telling you that you need to make more time for you. And I know this day and age, a lot of us have to work, and you have to work hard because it is not cheap to live these days. Um, but you can't work when you're sick, so you have to make time for you. Otherwise, something will slow you down. If it's not cancer, it's an injury. It's a back injury, right? It's like something. So there's signs that we have to just slow down sometimes and clear up that schedule a little bit. What are the most important things going on in your world right now? For me, it's my kids. They're very young and I really want to enjoy it. And so spending time with them has been amazing to be the one to get them ready for school and to pick them up. And that required a sacrifice for me for changing my career. I loved being a dental hygienist, fantastic career, loved my patients. But this is my season right now is to be more present with them. And I couldn't do that going into the office as a healthcare provider. I couldn't pick them up from school. So I've made changes. I'm a certified cancer coach. I'm a certified life coach. I help women thrive after cancer. That's why you're here. If you need more help, you can work with me one-on-one. Go to marinablackford.com. You can book a discovery call to just chat with me, see what your challenges are. If you need help right now, you're in treatment, and you're like, Marina, I need some help navigating my options. That's available too. Just go to my calendar here on my channel. Just go to the About section of my YouTube channel. I have a calendar there that you can book to talk to me, and we can figure it out. You're going to figure it out one day at a time. We're all figuring it out. We're all human. Um, I love that you're here. I love that you guys listened today. So I'm probably going to wrap up, and I'll throw one more comment on from Yaleen. That says, "Hi, Marina. As always, good to see you." Thank you so much for commenting. It's good to see you. I see all of you. I really do. I've been there. I've been that woman with no hair, scared, bloated, and just like couldn't wait to be done. And now I get to serve and give back. And I'm really, really, really called to that. So thank you all so much. Thank you for sharing on the live today. Subscribe to get notifications for when the next live is. I haven't set a day and time yet, so look for that and find the video on the channel that you need right now. There's playlists for you: chemo, radiation, surgery, cancer tips. They're all there. And check out my Amazon store because there are great products that I use every day on there. I really want you to look at that. Hope you all have a great day and weekend. Thank you, Crystal. You too. I'll see you all in the next live. Thank you for listening. Bye.